number 12. And what a change from a 1400 horsepower truck these things must make to Steve Parrish, being about 5 feet closer to the ground from his driving position. Quite some surprise, I'm sure. Chris Nissen, that distinctive pink and white helmet, right out into the front. And the equally distinctive number 1, of course, what else would you expect? And red overalls, multicoloured helmet of Michael Schumacher, so closely fixed to his exhaust, in fact, that he is probably influencing the power produced by the engine. Schumacher dives through ahead, but with less momentum comes out behind. Onto the back straight they go. Schumacher has the better line this time, though. He'll sew it up into the chicane, undoubtedly. Down he goes onto the brakes, assumes the racing line, flicks it in, flicks it out, up high. Job done. Chris Nissen, not one to give up, though. Dives down the inside. He's seen it done on him. He's going to have a go. Taking this all in, Mark Surer in 3rd place. A swap to some clean, dry yellow overalls for him, but still that familiar red and white Swiss-coloured helmet. Again, chopping to the inside. Schumacher goes into the lead. Wide onto the brakes. Surer sparking over the bumps from the back of the kart. Nothing to worry about. Parrish in 4th position. Good race by him. Having a much better Sunday than he had Saturday. This is a good dice indeed. Chris Nissen, not one to take anything lying down. Oh, dear me. Picks up wheels for the first time, braking so late and flicking it into the chicane like that. Schumi alongside. Under he goes. Not much in the way of slipstreaming going on here, but there's not much slipstream to be had. It's all close fought action. Parrish still well on his own in 4th position. And Mark Surer says, right, well, I'll go down underneath and I'll take the lead into the chicane then. Oh, my word, and Chris Nissen has a savage go at Michael Schumacher. And that's it. Nissen is out of the kart and out of the race. And Schumacher continues, lucky not to have thrown the chain. It's on the side of the drive chain. And, well, what can you say? That is Schumacher's braking. Schumacher always, in his Formula 1 car, brakes gently and early, and it would seem that he was doing exactly the same on the kart there, setting up for a last gasp attack on Surer, actually going into the chicane, and I think that rather caught Nissen by surprise. Side by side they go, around the banking. It doesn't matter that you've got the racing line here, because Schumacher will just as happily pass you on the right, off the racing line. Very nice move indeed by Mark Surer. Immediately dived right up high. Schumacher's favourite way of using his momentum to get past, and therefore made the German perhaps hesitate a fraction. Didn't stop him coming back past there as they sweeped down onto the back straight. So Schumacher now ahead for an entire lap. That's the first time the lead has been held for anything like that distance consecutively by one driver. Half a dozen kart lengths now between them, and Schumacher has metaphorically and literally indeed got his head down, charging away from Surer. Surer closes up very nicely indeed. Superb stuff. Very, very good approach into the chicane, and excellent momentum carried through it by Surer. Half dozen kart lengths converted into the lead. Schumacher goes very, very deep and forces Surer to go almost past the last gasp turn-in point before he came back and out of the chicane. So shades there of Schumacher and Alesi trying to battle each other around Adelaide. Both staying on the brakes until way past the turn-in point. Schumacher again ahead. And Surer's really giving this everything, isn't he? For a man who is giving away some 18 years in age, therefore speed of reflexes to his opponent, who of course is right at peak form at the moment. Surer is giving this a very good fist indeed. It's nice to see the old blokes doing well, isn't it? Steve Parrish as well, just 3 years younger than Surer. He's very much a child of the 50s. 41 years old. multiple British and European truck champion. In addition to, of course, his former career as a motorcycle ace and the odd car race as well. Remember seeing him in TVRs, and particularly in the Caterham Vauxhalls a few years ago. He really does know how to drive pretty much anything. Flamboyant little flick across the line there by Marcus Österreich, but well down the order. Number 2, Roland Ash, not holding up the leaders this time, but taking third position ahead of number 12, our man Steve Parish. So Schumacher pops off to talk to the team, get them to put a bit more downforce on the front, perhaps wind off the anti-roll bar on the rear or something. And there is the Schumacher that is so depressing for Formula One drivers to see, because he looks as fresh as that at the end of a Grand Prix, with the exception perhaps of the first 2 races of last season. Okay, now let's have a quick look again. He's right on Shearer's tail. He taps Shearer. Maybe that was it. Loses a little bit of momentum. And Chris Nissen, as you don't, doesn't take his foot off the throttle. So that view, I think, shows it a little clearer, and withdraw all I say about Chris Nissen's enthusiasm getting the better of him with Schumacher braking early. I think perhaps that Schumacher merely lost speed by running into the back of Mark Shearer. So Schuey wins.